Hi, this is Alice Gavya. In this video, we are going to discuss about inheritance and the different types of inheritance sample program for each type. So, what is inheritance? It gets the properties from the base class and that can be reused or extended by the derived class. Where base class is the existing one and the newly created class is the derived class. So, base class can be called as parent class and the derived class can be called as child class. So in real time example we can say a child will inherit some of the properties from the parents, like a child may look like her father or her mother. So child inherits some of the physical characteristics from the parents. So here we are going to have examples, and I'm going to have fruit as the base class and name and shape are the attributes of the class name fruit. So this class can be further divided into two categories based on the seed. So we have seedless fruit as well as we have fruit that contain seed. So seedless fruit as well as seed fruit, both this class are derived class that inherit some of the properties from base class. So whether it is a seedless fruit or a seed fruit, each and every fruit will have a unique name and can have some unique shape. So this characteristic or properties of my base class was used by the derived class. So example for seed fruit, jackfruit, mango, and example for seedless fruits or seedless grapes, pineapple, etc. So we are having 5 different types of inheritance: single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. So single inheritance, we are having only one base class and we are having only one derived class. But base class should be the existing one and derived class should be a newly created class. So the syntax for inheritance: inheriting property from a base class. So class, we are going to create a new class. So this is my name of my derived class followed by colon. So this one for inheritance. So I am going to inherit followed by access specifier like public, private or protected. I can use any of these 3 access specifier which will be discussed in the next video, and followed by the base class. The base class is the existing one and the derived class is the newly created class. It has to be created. So sample program for this. So we have first we are having we have included the header file. Next we are having a base class name students underscore b, where name and department variables or array which was declared in the class is called as data members, and the methods or function that was declared or defined inside the class is called as member function. So in students underscore b, we are having we are going to get input for name, that is we are going to get the name of the student and we are going to get input for the department through the member function get. And we are having a derived class academic underscore d that inherit properties from students underscore b, that is the members name, department and the member function get can be used in the class academic underscore d, even though it was used in another class, because academic underscore d inherit all the public properties of students underscore b, which is my base class. So in the academic underscore d, we have declared some variables array as well as we have defined some functions, member functions. So through the get underscore marks, we are going to get input for the 5 subjects and we are going to compute total. And in the display method, we are going to display the name of the student, the department and the total marks. So the name as well as the department, actually it was declared in the base class, but it was used by the academic underscore d, that is my derived class. main idea, we can able to extend or we can able to reuse the code instead of creating a duplicate one. Inside the main function, I am going to create object for the derived class. So how to create object? Name of the class followed by object name. I am going to create object for my derived class. So my name of the derived class is academic underscore D followed by D, where D is my object. Through the object, I am going to call the method get. So actually, method get was defined inside the class students underscore B. Since it was inherited by academic underscore D, I can able to access the method get through the object of derived class. So I'm going through the get method, I'm going to get input for the name of the student and department, and again my program will transfer the control back to this particular point. So now I'm going to call the get underscore mark. I'm going to call this method. So I'm going to get input for the 5 subjects and going to compute the total. And through display method, I'm going to print the name of the student, department, and the total. So the output for this program is this one. So has name, department, and I'm going to compute total for all the 5 subjects. The next one is multiple inheritance. We are having more than one base class and only one derived class. So base class or the existing one and the newly created class, and the class that has to be created is derived class. So here my derived class is going to inherit property from more than one base class. So we can look at a sample program. So we are having a base class named base1 where I have used a data member A. It was just teacher it. And in the base class 2, and I have declared another integer variable B. And in my derived class, I am going to inherit properties of both the base classes, that is from base 1 and base 2. That is, I can able to access the data member A as well as B in my derived class. So through the get method, I am going to get input for the data members A and B, and through put method, I am going to display the content of both A and B. So inside the main function, I am going to create object for the derived class. Through the object, I am going to call the member function get as well as put. So the output for this program is A equal to 50 and B equal to 40. And multi-level inheritance. So we are having a base class whose properties are inherited by a intermediate class. That will be inherited by one more class, that is multi-level. So this derived class has rights to access the properties of base class also, because the properties of base class was used by intermediate class. So the derived class can use the properties of base class as well as the properties of intermediate derived class. We can look at a sample program. So we have included the header file. So this is my base class. In the base class, I have declared integer variable A, and this is my intermediate derived class that inherits properties from base class. That is, inside the underscore derived intermediate derived class, I can use the variable A. So in this class, I have just declared integer variable B, and in my derived class, I am going to inherit the properties from inter derived. So inter derived already inherit the properties from base class, and now derived class is going to inherit property from inter derived class. That is, the derived class has rights to access the data member B from intermediate derived class, and the data member A from the base class B, which was already inherited or reused in inter derived class. So inside the derived method, I am going to have a display method where I am going to initialize value for A and B, and I am going to display it. So inside the main function, I am going to create object for D, and I am going to display the content. So the output for this program is A equal to 78 and B equal to 80. So input was given during the runtime of the program. And we are having hybrid inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is a combination of multiple and multi-level inheritance. What is multiple inheritance? A derived class will have more than one base class. So students is one base class, workforce is another base class, where academic is the derived class. So these three class, students, force and academic, leads to multiple inheritance. Students, academic and derived class will lead to multi-level. The properties of students will be inherited by academic and the properties of academic will be inherited by derived class. So derived class has right to access the properties of both the academic and the students class. So intermediate class, so this is my derived class that inherits properties from both the base class. So this is multiple inheritance and base class 1, intermediate derived class and derived class. This is multi-level inheritance. So here we are going to look at the sample program that was similar to the program that was discussed in single inheritance. So we are having a class name students underscore B, where I am going to get the input for the name of the student and the department through the member function get student. And we are having a class name academic that inherits properties from students underscore B. That is the members of name, department and get underscore student can be reused in the derived class academic. So inside the derived class academic, and I am going to get marks for 5 subjects and I am going to compute total for it. And I am going to create one more class named sports, where I am going to declare a fourth variable named batting average. Through the member function get underscore sports, I am going to initialize value for it. And this is my derived class that inherits properties from sports as well as academic. So sports is a base class and academic is the intermediate derived class that inherits properties from students underscore B. So all the properties of students underscore B can be used by academic and that can be reused by derived. So inside the derived I am going to have a members function display where I am going to call the get underscore sports, where I am going to initialize value for the batting average variable. And through the get mark, and I am going to get inputs for the 5 subjects and I am going to compute total for it. And I am going to print the details of students like name of the student, department, total average, batting average by calling the display method through the object for the derived class. So the output of this program has any department and I am going to get mark for 5 subjects. So total is computed and it was printed, and the batting average value that was initialized in the program is printed as output. And the last type of inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. In hierarchical inheritance, the classes are arranged in a hierarchy order. So normally in an institution we may have several departments and each and every department may have several n number of classes, where each and every classes may have n number of students, where we can maintain the academic and the extracurricular activities of students. So hierarchical students, the classes will be arranged in the hierarchical order. So thank you for listening to inheritance. I hope you understood what is inheritance and the several types of inheritance. Thank you.